Hi guys, what's happening? So welcome to part 2 of this 2-part series. In part 1 we went over the first 5 marketing strategies, and in part 2 now we're going to go over the remaining 5, so that'll complete the 10. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay guys, so moving on to point 6. Use schema markup in your product pages. So for those of you that don't know schema markup, when someone is searching for your products on Google and your result shows up on the search page, your prospect is going to see product rich cards, which is going to show your product image and some information. So you might notice this before when you've actually got this enabled. It's like you can see review stars, ratings, even price and product availability. Okay, you actually see that within the search results, okay, of each listing, or those that actually have it enabled. And you know, studies have shown that having a rich snippet can actually increase click-through rates by 677%. You know, and even drive 20 to 40% more traffic than product links without them, simply because they just stand out really. This gives you an advantage over your competitors because it makes you, stand out a little more in the organic search page and, help you win that sort of click. So, it doesn't directly affect your ranking, but it does help to become, more visible in the search engines. And this can help you, win more of those clicks from the search queries that your pages are showing up for. So a little quick tip here. You can Google Schema Markup testing tool and find a tool. There's a few of them out there. Insert your page and allow the testing tool to show how well you're optimized for Schema Markup. So, I would really sort of suggest adding this because it really does help you stand out, and it's visually more appealing to the searcher to see elements that are drawing their eye into wanting to make that click on your results. So yeah, use Schema Markup on your product pages. Okay guys, so next up is Google Shopping ads. These are highly effective and very popular, okay? So when someone searches for example, men's jackets and clicks the shopping tab, they'll be presented with a list of relevant results. So I highly recommend you show up on that shopping tab for relevant keywords that are related to your products. So again, another quick tip: if you want to gain better results, you should think about maybe optimizing your ads based on the sales results of the actual products that you sell. If you've tracking set up, you'll be able to see the revenue generated from the sale of each of your products and the ROI. So you kind of want to concentrate more on the products that are selling better, and also that give you the best return on investment. So over time you'll see if you'll want to focus on running ads to the products that have the best ROI and switch off the products that don't seem to perform so well. So this will increase your return on investment over time. So Google Shopping ads is definitely another thing you got to consider. Okay guys, next up on the list is Facebook and Instagram. So okay, most likely I don't need to remind you of how powerful these platforms are. Just like Google Ads, Facebook and Instagram are hugely popular and receive a ton of traffic on a daily basis. The targeting is so specific, you can even get very granular with your audience that matches perfectly with the products that you actually sell. So, giving you an example, let's say you sell soccer training equipment for kids. You can target moms on Facebook and Instagram that have kids that are of a certain age with an income level of 50K plus a year, who are interested in the topic of soccer itself. With the right offers in front of the right audience, you basically sell more products. You can also get very creative with Facebook and Instagram through like retargeting buyers that have bought on your site, of course, and even the non-buyers as well. And you can actually acquire more customers through lookalike audiences too. So you, without doubt, definitely need to be using the likes of Facebook and Instagram for retargeting, but also like selling front-end offers and that kind of thing. Like I said, the targeting is really good. So if you can create an ad that is going to stop people from scrolling on the newsfeed and catch the attention and address maybe a problem or a desire that they have, and draw them in to engage further with the ad and maybe take that next step, which is actually to click and land on your page, your product page. There's a plethora of sort of traffic that you can get from these two platforms. So definitely something you want to be considering. Okay guys, next up is implementing dynamic retargeting campaigns. So what you got to do here is run dynamic retargeting campaigns off of your Google Shopping ads and website visitors that we actually mentioned in a previous slide, okay? This way you can capture those visitors that browsed a few products on your site, but leave your store without, you know, moving further into the buying cycle. So they haven't, like, you know, added to cart, or they haven't initiated, you know, the checkout, or you know, bought essentially. Okay. So when they leave the site after not performing the action, you can retarget them basically. So as they are surfing the internet on Google's display network, which has, you know, hundreds of thousands of websites online, they will see your dynamic retargeting ads from your brand, showing the specific products that are actually that they were actually looking at in their last visit on your website. These ads are highly relevant and help, you know, stay top of mind with your audience until, you know, they are ready to buy and, you know, make a purchase from your store. You should also be running retargeting ads on Facebook and Instagram. Again, when your visitors are, you know, leave without performing a desired action, you can retarget them with ads on these platforms. So as they are scrolling their newsfeed, browsing, your ads will show up, reminding them of the products that they took a look at recently, and, you know, engage them back into the buying cycle. So definitely want to be implementing dynamic retargeting campaigns. All right, guys, last on the list, we are at number 10 here. So run holiday and special event sales. This is another great marketing strategy you can kind of incorporate. What are holiday and special event sales? These are a fantastic way to leverage times of the year when people are more focused on purchasing. Okay, some of the typical holiday and special events in the year are things like Christmas, Black Friday, Mother and Father's Day, Halloween, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Independence Day, birthdays, christenings, weddings, etc. And depending on where you are in the world, you may have even more holidays to incorporate here. Okay, so let's just kind of dive into some of the tips here when you're running these types of sales. When you run ads, just be prepared for more competition, because the holiday season brings with it a lot of shoppers, of course, but it also brings competition as well. Your competition know that people are hungry to make purchases at these times of the year. You also should be leveraging your existing platforms, such as your email list, your chatbot, push notifications, SMS, you know, to bring awareness to your holiday campaigns. Use those existing platforms that you've built to, you know, let people know what you're doing at these times of years, your sales and that kind of thing, so you can drive traffic to the offers. You can also use a more content-driven approach, so things like top 10 lists, how-tos, education, product compare content, all this kind of content, when you put it out there to your audience, helps them kind of make an educated decision on what to purchase throughout these times of year. Okay, so you can educate them, the top 10 lists, just give them a kind of a picture of what they could be buying, and ideas sort of are nurtured through that. You can consider you know, a trusted and reputable influencer to drive traffic to your sales promotion. So you can, you know, leveraging off their authority, I would suggest that, you know, you do reach out to influencers and build those relationships, and over time you can then, you know, strike deals with them to say, hey, you know, I think this particular offer that we're running, I think it would actually, you know, benefit your audience. Maybe we could work something out here where I pay you and you send traffic that way, or there's like a, you know, maybe like a preview that they do a number of days in advance about having the product, and that maybe they've used it before and they're demonstrating it to their audience, and then there is a kind of a special deal that happens afterwards. So it's a kind of a nurturing process for them and their audience. Excuse me. So you can create deals and discounts that influence sales conversions, okay? But just think long-term customer retention, because you acquire a customer for maybe a little in the red, or you break even, but remember that you're going to be constantly remarketing to these people via your email list, or your chatbot, or your pixel, your Facebook audiences, your retargeting audiences, and, you know, you generate revenue over the months that follow. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, customer retention. Use creative ways to garner attention during these busy periods, and you know, think of gamification strategies here that will boost your social media following, your leads, sales, as well as offering rewards that encourage your target audience back to shop with you when there is an off season. So gamification, I'm actually quite a big fan of, because I think it's kind of it's a fun, exciting way to have your audience participate in you know, your, you know, things like giveaways and contests and that kind of thing. So yeah, you can kind of mix that in with your sales events. All right, guys. So that is it. That concludes part 2. I hope you got value out of this presentation. Be sure that you check out part 1 for the first 5 marketing strategies, in case you missed that. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you like this content, just be sure to drop a like, and maybe if you have any comments or questions, to drop it into the comments section below. So I'll leave it at that now, guys, and be sure to check out some more future videos from me, and till then, take care. Thank you.